We will. That's your messages, right? Did you hit the message? I'm going to go into my text. Our clearance, so we can put in the squawk code. Get out of that. What are you doing?
Sorry.
Just hit it, the cursor, get out of that. What were you trying to do before you started?
I'm trying to enter the flight plan.
Alright, hit transponder first. Hit code. And we're going to put in 5246.
5246.
Alright, so 5246 is in there. We can do the flight plan on this side, or we can do it over here. This one is a mini version, right? That's a little mini one. This is a bigger one. It's got more detail on this side. Doesn't really matter for what we're doing, though. But if you hit flight plan, put a button you have to push harder on that side. And then use the outer knob to scroll down. We're going to put K MTV. I'm sorry. Yeah. And now use that knob to crank it. The K, it started with K, you skipped it. You went too fast. MTV. Flight plan, we have been cleared to maintain 3,000, expect 4,000 in 10, 24, 35.
The ridge.
Yep, then hit enter. Oh, no, so you uncursor it, so you got rid of it. Right, you gotta go slow, especially if I'm not watching you, because I wasn't watching.
That's my bad, sorry. It's
MTV. How much G1000 you got? MTV. My intercom's cutting out like crazy. Enter, or uncursor it. Uncursor it by pushing it. Oh, no, wait a minute. Let me say. K, M, C, V, and then I hit enter. And then we'll just leave it like that for now. I could put Greensboro in there afterwards, but we won't, right? We're just going to do that. Makes it simplified. Then altitude, you're going to put in 3,000 for our initial. On this knob.
3,000.
3,000. And then hit your go around button to pull up your flight director. And this is where I was talking about. It goes into go around mode. So on the mist, as we're flying the approach, it's going to be GPS mode, and it's going to be GS for glide slope. And then when you hit the button, it's going to go around. Alright, we're still kind of cold. We'll just wait. We're going to eventually move over there to do our run up.
Yes, sir.
We don't have to get in a hurry. We can listen to the weather.
Temperature 8. 2.8.
If it's changed.
2968.
2968, you set that on the outer knob? 2968, I'll set it on the
049er RVR not available.
right here.
ILS runway 5, right. 5 left approach in use. Notice failure mission.
Our XM has come up now,
Runway
so that's
5,
another good thing. While you're on the ground, make sure you got XM before you take off.
Runway 5, right precision approach.
If you're using it.
Indicator out and service.
We don't have anything all showing up
Conventional aircraft.
around us.
Hazardous weather information for Greensboro
There's stuff
Airport
out in
area
Virginia.
available on HIWAS or flight service. Read back all runway hold short instructions.
The 8 is here.
Contact ground on 121.9 for clearance and taxi instructions.
Hotel.
Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
We got hotel. So we got hotel. You know that. We're not going to listen to that again. All right, so we've warmed up. So push the brake off. Oh, my beacon should be on too.
Beacon on.
Or turn that off when I'm doing GPS update. Turn all that stuff off. So we'll just kind of go out here. We don't have to do a lot of asymmetrical thrust. You know, you got both of them pulling you. You just kind of tax like normal. So scooch this way. Yeah, the wind's kind of coming from the north. We'll do like a 45. So our tail is blowing that guy.
Yeah. Do you want me to turn around?
Yeah. Kick it hard. You could have got a little closer to grass, but that's all right. A little bit further so our tail isn't blowing at that Cirrus. And then kick the nose wheel straight. Then stop. So we're going to do a run up just like any other airplane, right? 1,700 RPMs. And then the book says, actually the book says do the prop first mags. It says do 2,000. Do it my way because I think my way is easier on the engine. We're going to do our mag check first. We're going to go 1,700 RPM, so hold the brakes real good. Bump them both up to 1700 RPMs. Just somewhere close, right? Doesn't have to be
17.
Yeah. And then you're going to do one side, do the left. Left drops a little. Back to both.
Both.
To the other side.
Right.
Back to both.
Both.
Other side.
Left.
Drops a little.
Both.
Both.
Right.
Drops a little bit. Back to both.
Right.
Right. And then we're going to run them up to
2000.
20. It actually says 2200 RPM. So around 21, 22. Takes quite a bit of brakes to make sure we don't slide.
28.
And then you can do one at a time. Pull it, just cycle the top. It drops back up. Do the other one.
5328 released at 46.
Go back again till it drops.
49.
46. And then up. And then 1500 RPM. We're going to do the feather check. 1500 RPM. Feather check, you got to pull it all the way back, but you got to go past the detent. So you want it to feather, but as soon as it feathers, shove it forward. So right away, shove it forward, quick. All the way back, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So as soon as it starts to feather, go back. You're supposed to make sure it's going to feather, but no more than 300 RPM, because you're bogging the engine down with the blade spinning flat.
Yes, sir.
So we verified that we put hold to the hub, and we verified that we can feather it.
Yeah. And then
And then back to 1000 RPM. All right, and that's it for the run up. Right, that's it. The annunciator test is the red button over there. It checks your lights. Right. See the red button? No, see the button, the red button.
I got 3 green. Those are
Our
good.
transit light ain't. Oh, there. It was loose, so we got that. That's another reason for doing the test. It was loose. All right. That's all that test. We've got it inside the avionics. We can check all the lights. I don't do that. Then, if we wanted to do an alternator check, we could do that too. Take your left alternator, turn it to the off position in the middle. We're going to wait for a cast message. Left alternator in op, right? Then you're going to go down with that one, pull out and down. We're going to see that it picked up the load, and the bus is tied. So that's a good check. Come back on.
Oh, back to on.
Yep. Alternator goes, it's back working. We're back good. And then turn the other one, the right one, off. We're going to wait for it dropped off. We're going to get a cast message.
Special observation 14.
There's alternate off, and then go down. It tied. It tied. And then go back on. It goes out. They're both back symmetrical. So it's a good alternator check.
Yes, sir.
I missed what he said. Did he say anything important?
I was not listening well enough.
All right, we got hotel. Well, look, we got overcast at 200. We're getting better. At Martinsville's still good. All right, we got hotel. Let's listen to make sure he didn't change it.
Airport area available on highways or
They might have changed it with that special.
Read Mackerel runway hold short instructions.
It's India now.
Contact ground.
968 is still good.
And taxi instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
All right, I'll do the radios. You just fly, all right?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yep.
Greensboro ground, Baron 683 Delta Delta is ready taxi from Signature with India.
Baron 683 Delta Delta, Greensboro ground, runway 5 right, taxi via Kilo Alpha, cross 3214 at Kilo.
Kilo Alpha going to 5 right, we'll cross 32. 683 Delta Delta. All right, RNAV 31, I'm going to pull up, so I got it. All right.
How do you zoom in with this again?
The range. We'll go to safe taxi.
Kilo, then to Alpha.
Kilo Alpha, we're going to 5 right. All right. And then if one engine's a little high, you can pull the right one back just a little bit. Otherwise, you'll feel it trying to pull us that way. There are people that'll do asymmetrical thrust, like give a little left engine to pull us around the corner, but if they're both doing 1,000, it's pulling us good enough. You can taxi with your feet, right?
Yeah.
Do a quick flight control. Whoop, whoop. Feel the elevator on the Baron. A little heavier than the Bonanza. But when we've got air going over the tail, it's nothing like that. That's because we don't have any air going over the tail. Yeah. As soon as we get rolling, it's going to be about right there. Once again, we're looking for about 85, 90 knots before we think about rotating.
Greensboro, ground.
I'm gonna
morning. Combo 704.
Plug you.
BDC to X-ray November.
52, which is runway heading, right?
Korea.
If that's what it gives us.
Squawking 7265.
There's John.
Combo 704, Greensboro ground. Verify you have ATIS India.
Hey, firm, sorry about that. ATIS India, Combo 704.
Combo, whoever it is.
Combo 704, runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha. There's a Baron approaching 32 on Kilo. Just line up behind them for 5 right.
Right, so we got the red runway.
5 right via
When we
Alpha.
cross the runway, I usually get like the strobes on. We'll get a taxi light on.
We can keep going?
Yep.
Alright.
Combo guy's coming from Corey. I don't see him though. We're way ahead of him. I'm gonna put my phone down here so we're trimmed good. Once we get clear of the runway, I turn off the lights, turn off the strobe. I'm gonna switch the tower. I'm gonna put 2435 for departure. All right, we're going to left. Take your time giving it the power. They don't always come up exactly the same, so if you feel it pulling you one way, you might need to scotch a little on that side, right? I'll coach you up on power, like, oh, you need a little more on the left. Until you get them both, and then stop. I know I'm distracting you. So until we get them both all the way up, wide open, once they're wide open, it's going to be pulling us straight. Right? So what I'm saying is as you're gassing on it, try to pull them up nice and smooth. I'll coach you up on that, though. You kind of watch where you're going. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Ready on you. No flaps.
Yep. Anything prior to 85, we're going to abort.
A firm.
Handle in the air as long as you're flying
Forward.
good. You got the airplane, I'll do the radios.
Yes, sir.
Greensboro Tower, Baron 683 Delta Delta is ready for departure 5 right.
683 Delta Delta Greensboro Tower, turn left direct Martinsville. Runway 5 right, clear for takeoff, winds calm.
Left direct Martinsville, clear for takeoff 5 right. 683 Delta Delta. The lights, I get both of them. We got 2 of them. One on each engine, right? And I will have to set your power. I'll show you what I mean. It's going to go too much fuel with it wide, with mixture full rich. All right, get me in the middle. Because we're losing engine, we want all that
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Yep. And just come up nice and smooth. Start gassing on it nice and smooth. Once you get against the governor, you can shove it fast, right? Once you get above 27, right? So now you can shove it fast. All right, feeder on the floor.
Feeder on the floor.
Power is set. Do need to set our amount of fuel.
70.
So everything's in the green. Airspeed's alive. There's
86.
We'll wait for about 90. There's 90, 95. Ease it back. Look out the window, and then you pitch to your V-bars just a little bit. Positive rate. Gear comes up, lights off. I'll get the yaw down. On. Pitch to your V-bar. Not downward. As we accelerate, you might need to trim down. 400 feet, I'm going to hit your heading bug, right? I'm going to pull your price back to you. Heading, we'll get you going that way. Just follow the UV bars. He's going to take his time, right? Garmin is smooth. He doesn't get in a hurry to do anything, right? Nice and mellow and smooth.
What's this flashing eye?
Number 3 Delta Delta, contact departure.
Over to departure, 3 Delta. And then I'm going to shallow you out now because we're doing 1,100 foot a minute. I'm going to give you 700 foot a minute. All right, and then I'm going to also hit direct, enter, and then we're going to nav. So we're in GPS mode.
Sergey, Foxtrot, Lima traffic, 11 o'clock, 5 on the Baron, 2,000, 3,000.
Sergey, Foxtrot.
Archer Baron 683 Delta 2.1, climbing 3,000, direct Martinsville.
Baron 683 Delta Delta, Greensboro, departure, radar contact, approach request. You have traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles southwest bound Cherokee 4000.
All right, we'll be looking for him. 3 Delta Delta. We'll advise when we get the weather. Probably the RNF 31.
3 Delta Delta, roger, you can expect that.
Thank you. That guy. Zoom in on this one too, so you see there.
Got him on the scope.
Got him on the fish finder. Don't be saying that, right? All right, I'm gonna shallow you out to 500 foot a minute now. Right now that we're safe altitude. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
And I've got your power pulled back to 2,500 or 2,500 apiece. Somewhere in there. And now if you'll get the prop sync on, right beside the avionics.
Sync on.
That's 2 to go. I'm leaning to the blue line. I'm just going to let him get passes before we do anything.
And coming up on 3.
I could have loaded the approach
At 3.
Alright, you got your trim figured out. And then pull your power back to 25. Pull it back to 25 inches. Wet hard on you, I'll let you turn on the autopilot, right? That helps, so you don't wait when you're looking away. So 25, somewhere close, alright? And then I'm going to pull the mixture back to about 18, 19, somewhere there. Just kind of guessing at it. Alright, while you're doing that, I'm going to load the approach for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
The procedure, select approach, enter.
Departure, morning, Thompson, 704, 2000, climb.
RNAV 31, enter. I want U-Lake, I believe.
Contact on me, team 12000.
So I'm going to look. As long as you don't get me upside down. A little high, it's telling you to go down, right? You're cheating looking at it. We'll go U-Lake. The course for us? Yes, we do want to do that. Minimums, I'm going to set minimums. Minimums are 1175.
2096, you're 4 miles from Jevon, cross.
Put in 1180, I can't put 1175.
Cleared
That's
ILS,
put it.
5 left approach.
So it's in there.
About 3000, Clifford, the ILS runway at 05 left approach, Delta 20.
The other thing I can do,
Combo 704, clear direct, Tricia.
Direct Trisha, Combo 704.
1845.
Blue Ridge Regional Airport. Automated weather observation. 1447 Zulu.
Be zeros.
Wind 34.
500
0,
okay.
8 visibility 10. Feeling 500. Overcast. Temperature 7 Celsius. Dew point 6.
And 3 Delta Delta has the weather at Martinsville. We'd like to go to U-Lake and do the full procedure if we could.
November 3 Delta Delta, roger, clear direct U-Lake.
Direct U-Lake, 3 Delta Delta. Hit flight plan. And you're gonna, I'm gonna scroll because I don't want you to mess it up. We're gonna scroll down to U-Lake, hit direct, enter.
Delta 2096,
And now you're going direct to U-Lake. Just follow your V-course.
119.11, Delta 2096, good day.
Right? He's gonna do the whole thing there, right? See it?
Yes, sir.
Got our missed altitude programmed in 1180. Alright, and then our missed approach instructions. On to 1800, then a left turn to 3000, direct U-Lake and hold. So we're going to go back to U-Lake and hold for the missed.
Blue Street 5328, Greensboro departure.
President step is up to 4.
Maintain 12000.
That's okay. Just keep you in the eye of the runway.
Foxtrot Lima, traffic 12 o'clock.
Before we would have been clear, right?
Northeastbound on the
And then when we're centered, I always center my heading bug.
A Delta Boeing 717 out of
All goes to pot. Programming wise, I can always go into heading, right?
Look at the traffic.
Or if he says turn 10 right, at least my heading bug is already centered. I just add,
Let it turn, yep.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Approach 8 Foxtrot,
Well,
you got no
just
We're stuck in the clouds here at 4,000.
When we
Number
get
8 Foxtrot Lima,
so
Roger.
4, he's in the clouds.
500 now, they'll be descending, and no factor.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to be bumpy too. Yeah, we're right in the tops. That's what it is.
I'm 704, I'm just waiting on Atlanta Center for hire.
When we get established and we're ready to start inbound, the Baron speed
Blue Streak 5328.
is 152 for gear and flaps. So we'll have to let's slow down a little bit anyways. Pull it back like 20 inches.
Combo 704, contact Atlanta Center, 128.8, good day.
Since it's bumpy, right?
Combo 7.
And then, of course, you're going to have to retrain.
Number 3 Delta Delta, you're 8 miles from U-Lake, cross U-Lake at 3,000, cleared RNAV, runway 31 approach at Martinsville.
Okay, we'll cross U-Lake at 3, cleared for the RNAV 31 into Martinsville, 3 Delta. All right, and then he's going to say, when we get close, frequency change approved, call me on the miss, or on your downtime, blah, 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 all that stuff. Put 22.7 in here for our Martinsville. All right, if you're getting warmer, I'm going to shut these engines a little bit, right? We're not too hot. We're going to turn the blower off. This blower on, just to blow there.
So with the heater, we didn't have the AC on, but the heater do you have to leave on
These two are the heat. Yeah, you have to leave the switch on for heat.
during takeoff though?
Oh, yeah, we can run
Number 8 Foxtrot Lima, you're 10 miles from Hackney, cross Hackney, and both 3,000, cleared RNAV, runway 24.
Right, after U-Lake, once we're inbound, we can go down to 2,600 feet.
RNAV 24 into Davidson County for 8 Foxtrot Lima. Greensboro, flex jet, 444 out of 2 for 4 on the runway heading.
Flex jet 444, Greensboro, departure, radar contact, come maintain 10,000.
After U-Lake.
Hey, friend.
Flex jet 444, did you copy that?
No, we didn't hear it. We're out of 3 for 4 on the runway heading.
Flex jet 444.
You want to bug 2,600, right? You can get ahead of time.
I'll maintain 10,000 for 4.
Okay. Use a little knob for 2,600. And it's showing 3,000 because that's on a published part of the procedure on 3. I can look at it on here too. It's 3. Alright, don't make me sick though. When we get to 2,600, we need to slow right here to 5 speed. We'll pull it back like this. 18 or something, right?
2,000,
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1,2,000.
He says it's going to hold teardrop. See, he told you. So you don't even have to be smart. You just follow the V-bars there. Don't turn early. He's going to keep that little line. Yes, sir.
November 614 Zulu, Greensboro approach, Boston, Greensboro, Thunder 2970, advising you have the Martinsville weather with your approach request.
Somebody else coming up here. What's up with that? Just stay in your V-bar. Keep them tight. I'm going to confirm that after we're doing the hold, it's going to go to U-way, upway, and then inbound. It's a 4-mile leg. Right, it's not timed.
Yes, sir. Flex jet 444, contact Atlanta Center, 128.8, good morning.
28.8, 444, good morning.
Keep turning ahead. Yeah. Setting your heading back again. How many miles? We're 2.6. We know it's a 4-mile leg because it tells us. We're coming up on 3 miles, 3.1. In about 10 seconds, you're going to turn right to 307. I can bug that around, right? hitting all the bumps.
Yeah.
Fudge it back up to 3. But we're close enough for government work, right? Don't go crazy. Just gradually trickle back, right?
Sir.
Information.
Down.
125 Greensboro approach, welcome Greensboro, Cylinders 2970, expect runway 55.
No, it's going to be bumpy too. I thought it was going to be smooth as I far today. One of those kind of days, usually when it's snow, it's usually smooth, right?
Yeah.
Hey, looking good. And then when we get to the U-Lake, we're going to go down to 26. To make it do it, we're going to hit vertical speed, hit down, down, down a few times, like 500 foot a minute. Since you've already got the altitudes pre-selected.
Sir.
You follow me?
Gonna hit vertical speed, nose down, down, down to negative 500
And then
feet.
we've already been clear for the approach, so we're going to hit approach already, the approach button. All that would do is arm the glide path. So let's hit it. It arms the glide path.
We have to hit vertical speed.
So we're going to go down to 26, just like the chart says.
Okay.
So we will. So we'll hit vertical when we get to U-Lake.
Sir.
I'll let you know it's going to be just bumpy.
7 Brady Foxtrot Lima, do you have the phone number to cancel on the ground?
We're like 30 knot crosswind.
7 Brady Foxtrot Lima, roger, thank you.
30 knot crosswind. Oh,
I'm talking to that guy. 1.7.
Here's 23 Hotel Charlie Greensboro, departure, ident.
And then I will check in at U-Lake inbound so he knows to say frequency change approved, call me on the mist.
November 3 Hotel Charlie, radar contact, about 3 miles southwest of Solid City, Greensboro, Cylinders 2970, understand you want
It
the
says 307 in 10
runway
seconds.
4 now.
So now you're going to hit vertical speed
vertical speed.
and go down like 500 foot a minute. Pull your power back to like 18 inches. And Greensboro Baron 683 Delta Delta U-Lake inbound. We're going to go mist after this. We're going to come back to Greensboro.
Number 683 Delta Delta, roger, change to advisor, with the approved, talk on the go.
Okay, we'll probably do the hold at U-Lake if we can, if you don't mind.
Yes sir, you can expect that.
All right, thank you. So we're going to switch to Unicom. Well, it's already armed, right? You follow me? We just got to get to our speed. When you get to 26, you'll level off, and we're looking for that 154. Could have made it easy with the autopilot doing, show you how the automation, but you're hand flying, right? Yes, sir. That's good. That's good.
Up on 26.
Okay, he's capturing.
There's 26.
Now we're just waiting for glide path, right? I'm going to try to figure out our mileage. Make a good position report. Upway is about a 5 mile final. Pull your power back like 17, right? Because we're still a little fast. Might be 16. We're just kind of, it all depends on the weather, the day, the temperature, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of variables. Right there's good. We'll hold it, just wait. We got time. Right? So that's good. Right there. Right there. I'm going to go mixture. I'm going to increase the mixture just a little bit. Or go around. Okay, so our speed is good, right? We're doing 148, 145. Now we're just waiting for glide path. And my drill, just like in the Bonanza, when we get glide path, when it starts flashing green, that's my clue to go gear down, lights on, 1 notch of flaps, and then follow it down.
Sir.
Right? If you lead it just a little bit, as soon as it starts blinking, you're leading it a little bit. So by the time you get gear, flaps, and it starts going downhill, we shouldn't accelerate. We should be good. We should actually slow to 122 at that power setting. We got, what, 5 miles, 5.8, whatever.
5.7, yes sir.
Blue Ridge traffic, Baron 683 Delta Delta, 10 mile final runway 31, be a low approach. Blue Ridge. Our temperature's good, right? We're +8. I'll get the pitot heat on though. All right, so we're 4 miles. You can bump it back up to like 17 because we don't want to get slow either, right? Turn this fan off. If you need air, this one's yours.
Appreciate it.
All right, we're looking good. On course. All right, our missed approach instructions again are climb left turn to climb to 1800, then left turn to 3,000 feet. So, since we're done using this, I can pre-select my missed approach altitude of 3,000. We're ready for the mist. It's not going to leave 26 because you had it bugged in there.
Yes, sir.
I just want to make sure you understand the automation, what we're doing. Our scoreboard tells us everything, what we're doing, right? So if we're ever confused, we just look up there. We're in GPS mode.
GPS, got yacht amp on, altitude to 6.
It's holding 2,600. And the glide path is armed. And it's alive now, so now we're just ready. And we're ready to do gear, flights, flaps. I do gear down, both lights on, one notch of flaps.
Sir.
We can go mixture rich. I don't usually go props forward.
Yeah.
We can discuss my thoughts on that
Got
later.
1 dot above.
Okay, put your hand on the gear, just ready, right? So as soon as it starts blinking green, in about 8 seconds, right? Right there.
All right.
Gear down, lights on, right there. Both lights, these 2 lights,
Oh, sorry.
and 1 notch of flaps. So go just in the middle. Out a little, there you go. That's it. And just follow it down. So you got to catch up a little because you looked away. Right? He was wanting you to do it all together, right? He's going to catch up, but it's all right as long as we don't get above our gear. Well, we're good. Pull your power back just a little. Distracting you a lot. That may be 16 inches, right? Blue Ridge traffic, bearing 3,000 knots on about a 4-mile final runway 31 low approach, Marksville, Blue Ridge. All right, we're going down to 1180. We got bugged.
Hey, firm.
All right, we're shooting for 122 for our full flat speed. So if we were going to land, we would see the runway, get full flaps, let it retrim, and then land, right?
Yes, sir.
So maybe, yeah, we're good. It's gradually slowing. We got about 800 feet to go. No, 700 feet now. Here comes 600 to minimums. Our speed is gradually trickling closer to that 122. That's what we want for full flat, if we were going to land, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to be crazy worried about it because we're going to go miss. We won't go miss until it says we get to the runway, right?
Yes, sir.
You climb early, you just can't turn early. We're going to go to 1,800 feet first before we start our turn.
Yes, sir.
Right, getting a little ground contact. There's
500.
300 to minimums, 500 feet above the ground.
22.
Let's, in a scenario, if we were going to land, right,
Runway environment site.
we get full flaps, and I would just hold what you got and let it slow.
Sir.
We're going to continue to minimums. At minimums, we're going to hit the go-around button, full power, go-around button.
1180.
Yes, hit the go-around button, full power. So get it all, pitch up to your V-bars. Full power, get it all, don't waste no time. Then flat, positive rate, gear comes up.
Positive rate, gear up.
Lights off.
Transit.
Lights on. Lights off.
Lights off.
Y'all damp on.
Damp on.
We're climbing good, flaps can come up.
Flaps up.
And then we're going to hit nav.
And
Puts us in GPS mode at 1,800. Right, and then I'm going to shallow us. There's 1,800. They want you to turn left. Remember the left Left to, hold.
Yes, sir.
He's doing it, he's just slow.
Yeah.
We're going to 3,000. Blue Ridge traffic, Baron 3 Delta Delta on the mist, Blue Ridge. I'll flip back to Greensboro. We don't have to get in a big hurry to talk, right? We're going back to U Lake. 3,000. Hopefully Greensboro's better weather by now. Otherwise we might stay at U Lake a little while.
Yeah.
If we do, we'll ask for 4 so we can get on top and get out of the muck. Alright, so he's going back to U Lake. He's been the right way, I'll show you. He's going to do another teardrop, right? I'm going to bug you heading around.
Should I cut down to 25, 25?
You can, yep.
Veg at 754, you're 10 miles from Jevon, cross Jevon at or above 3,000, cleared ILS, runway 5 left approach.
Alright, Jevon at or above 3,000, cleared ILS, 5 left, Greensboro, exit at 754.
And Greensboro, Baron 683 Delta Delta's climbing after the mist at Blue Ridge, 3,000 headed to U Lake.
Number 683 Delta Delta, Greensboro departure ident, climb maintain 4,000.
4,000, 3 Delta Delta. So we got a 4?
Zulu, the maintain 3,000. It's gonna let that other aircraft hold above you.
Right, so we're getting above him. I don't know where he is. He's not showing up. But since he's out there, let's...
Number 683 Delta, radar contact 2 miles south, Martinsville, Greensboro, Center 299er. And just let me know when you are ready to return to Greensboro after your turn and holding. There is going to be a Cherokee straight in RNF off of U Lake at 3,000. I'll keep you updated on that.
296 number will advise, 3 Delta. Thank you. When we get above this and it's... Yeah,
Roger.
That way, oh, there we go.
Frequency approach with the Raleigh approach on 132.35 on the mist.
I had to crank you at 600. Got to get you up, so in case there's traffic, we're definitely 1,000 feet.
Endeavor 5125, going to maintain 4,000.
4,000, Endeavor 5125.
We'll get established in the hold. We can turn on the autopilot if you want. Entirely up to you. I don't care one way. And I would turn it on just so we can get the ATIS, we can get the program to Greensboro, and then if you want to turn it back off again, you know, whatever. Yeah. But that's up to you. You don't have to. You get level. Here's comes 4,000, and I'm just leaving the cow flaps open the whole time. But normally we would close. Actually, we could close them now that we're going to be for a minute. You've got your power set good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my mixture back to about
Endeavor 5125, turn left at
18,
210.
17, 18.
210 heading, Endeavor 5125.
Now, if you want to pull it back, well, let me get the power set first.
Do you want me to throw it up to 25, 25?
No, we're close.
That's at 754.
So now, if you want to pull it back to like 23 or something, so we're not too fast, you know, so it's not as bumpy. 22, 21, whatever, you know.
Fire stick up for tower, exit 74.
I don't know why we don't see this other guy. I keep giving you power changes just so you have to keep them, right? They're not very nice, huh?
It's good. It's good.
I'm gonna switch.
5125,
We're gonna switch to the ATIS at Greensboro.
Maintain 3,000.
Listen to it
40
again.
on the heading down at 3,000, Endeavor 5125.
Then what I'm gonna do, going to the hold, I can put Greensboro down here below it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Right there, I'm gonna put Greensboro. That way when we get the approach, we can load the approach.
November 4 Tango Zulu, you are 11 miles from U Lake, cross U Lake at 3,000, cleared RNAV, runway 31 approach at Martinsville.
Okay, so he's 11 miles from U Lake. He's right in here somewhere, I guess, right? I don't know why he's not showing up. Thank goodness everybody's got ADS-B now, right?
Yeah.
Scooch me up to 4 all the way. If he's at 3, he might be at 32, 33, right?
Yeah.
We're a little low and he's a little high.
Yeah.
Greensboro a little nervous. Makes me a little nervous.
Yes, sir.
Especially when he's coming right at us. And I assume he's going to do because of the hold to get...
Endeavor 5125, you're 6 miles from final approach fixed, turn left heading 080, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 5 left approach.
080. Heading 080, 3000 until established, cleared for the ILS 5
Contact
left.
ground 2.9 for clearance and taxi instructions. At live on initial contact.
Oh, there you go.
Information, Juliet.
Juliet. Fire, we'd be in the blue sky.
Rural Airport ATIS information, Juliet. 1454 Zulu. Winds calm. Visibility 5. Mist. Ceiling 200 overcast. Temperature 9.
Number 3 Delta Delta, do you remember what the flight conditions were on your way in?
Yeah, we broke out probably, I'm thinking it was about 200 above minimums. Right at around 400 feet above the ground.
Number 3 Delta Delta, roger, thank you. Number 4 Tango Zulu, the Baron that's just executing approach to runway 31
right,
over there, reported base is just above the minimum, about 400 feet off the ground.
Hopefully he can do an LPV. If he can't in this little Cherokee, he ain't getting in. We can do LPV minimums. Not be able to, right?
Number 5125,
what he's got?
Arrival in front of you reported the base is at 2,100.
Right. How do you want to do the approach in Greensboro? You going to hand fly it? You want to do a autopilot?
I can hand fly. Want to do ILS?
Yeah, that's what because that's what they're doing. Yeah.
Number 5125, the arrival that just landed in front of you reported the base is at 2,100.
Right.
Roger.
2,100.
Number 5125, you can contact tower 119.1. Good day.
Are you sure about that? That ain't 200 feet.
119.1, Endeavor 5125, see ya.
Good.
It'd be 1,100, right?
1180 was the minimums, right?
Yeah.
So.
November 4 Tango Zulu, traffic is a Baron holding over U Lake at 4,000. November 3 Delta Delta, traffic is pass below you, executing the RNF 318 Cherokee at 3,000.
Roger, 3 Delta Delta, want to stay at 4. Right, he's dripping down a little bit, but that's okay. Getting bumpy in the cloud. That's what I was getting at as far as you can't get ahead of yourself and go to Greensboro, try to load the approach because we're using this hold.
Yeah. A long time since I've used this G1000, so sorry for everything.
No, that's good. It's very user-friendly, but if you don't know where to look, you know, and the knobs, how to push, cursor, which to do the outer knob and the inner knob. Sometimes I call it the big knob or a little, it gets confusing. Are you, when you say the big knob, you mean in the big, which, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's confusing. I know in my head what I mean, but it doesn't always, if you turn the wrong one, bam, you done left that, what was cursor, what was flashing, you know?
Yeah.
Approach Fremont 8821, crossing NB at 12,000 with India.
Fremont 8821 Greensboro approach, Boston Greensboro, Thunder 2969er, expect runway 5 left.
2969er, expect 5 left, Fremont 8821.
I'll let them know we're ready to go back.
Yes, sir.
And Greensboro, Baron 683 Delta Delta's ready to return back to Greensboro. We have Juliet.
Baron 683 Delta Delta, roger. You're flighting 235, maintain 4,000, expect runway 5 left.
235, 4,000, 3 Delta Delta, we'll expect 5 right.
3 Delta Delta, you can expect runway 5 right if you'd like. Just been getting everybody 5 left because of the weather, but it is getting a little bit better. The last base report I had was at 2100.
Roger. Yeah, either one, whatever works for you. Alright, so while you're doing that, I'm going to hit flight plan. We got to scroll down to Greensboro. Direct, enter. We're going to Greensboro.
November 3 Delta Delta, remind me where you park at Greensboro.
Yeah, we're at Signature.
Number 3 Delta Delta, roger, you can expect runway 5 right.
Okay, we're at 3 Delta Delta. Alright, so you're just flying that heading, right? 235? Yes, right? If you want to, yes, right? Move this one.
Speaker 3624, Greensboro approach, Boston, Greensboro altimeter 2969er, expect runway 5 left.
Alright, so now we're on a heading. So since we're on a heading, I can load the approach. So I'm going to hit procedure. It says select approach. I'm going to go to ILS 5 right.
November 14 is Zulu port cancellation.
Vectors is fine, that's what we're going to do.
Time on the remote.
Aero minimums.
Frequency approved.
Type in. ILS, oops, I'm on the wrong chart. ILS 5 right. Going down to 1,100 feet. When he said 21, I don't believe him. He must have been 1,100.
Current conditions there and RVR.
1,100 feet is in.
Stricker 3624, last base
Loaded.
was 2,100 feet.
Actually, I could have activated it, right? Because we're already on a vector, right? So I'm going to hit procedure. Activate vectors to final. It put us in green needles. It tuned it.
Around real quick, and I will get back.
It's on there, right? So it's 111.9, 111.9. Hasn't identified it yet. It's going to be LZY. When it gets close enough, it'll have it, up there, LZY. Follow me?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to put 19-1 for tower.
Number 14 is Zulu, roger. I'm sorry, you said you would cancel on the remote. Number 14 is Zulu, roger. Change advisory frequency approved.
When we get close to in the vectoring range, that's when we'll start thinking about slowing to that 152.
Yes, sir.
I'm showing the RVR for both 5 right and 5 left at greater than 6,000 for touch point, midpoint, and touchdown, midpoint, roll.
So that's a mile.
Okay.
I don't need that much, right? I only need to see 200 feet. If I can see 200 feet, we're good, right?
Yes, sir.
As we see the lead-in lights, that's why he's putting them on the other side. They got better lights on the left side, right?
Okay.
And they've got the taxi lights too, if it's real foggy.
Yeah, 3624. Have you heard that Charlotte's opening up another runway?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We'll say.
Well, fortunately, it's going to be closer, so it's not going to be like it's even further away.
Okay.
That one that's to the far right, or the far west side, it's a taxi. I got stuck on there a couple of times. I was like, it took me forever to taxi to FBO.
They're making another one right next to like Wilson Aviation.
I think maybe between the center and the right.
Okay.
Maybe, I think. But it's closer to the center than it is the other one, I think.
Yeah. Because there's that one that's like way out by itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You land on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I think they're going to be, I assume when they're that close together, they're going to be using one for departures, one for landing. So they can get them going pretty close, real staggered,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think you could do parallel approaches because I think they're going to be too close.
Yeah.
The three of them they are now, they'll have them parallel. You'll have 3 airplanes side by side. I'll look over like racing them,
Number 454 Tango X-ray Greensboro approach, Boston Greensboro altimeter 2969er. Would you like 5 left or 5 right? Number 454 Tango X-ray Roger, expect runway 5 right.
That'll be important for this approach. Our altimeter.
Yeah.
We might need that 10 feet or whatever I said it. Right, 1,100 feet is our mist. An unlikely event. I say unlikely, you never know. We could have to go mist. It's going to be a...
Maintain 7,000 for kids.
climb to 1,600, then a right turn to 3,000. They won't ever give us the mist. We would do whatever they tell us.
Yeah.
3,000 is our mist approach altitude.
Sir.
Running good. I guess I'm still recording. I don't think so. I'll edit out all my dumbest comments. Right.
What's your battery life, by the way?
This one is better.
That's good.
This one, I turned it on and just left it running for like an hour and a half, whereas the other one, it'd get like 30, 40 minutes and overheat or it would cut off.
Yeah.
Sometimes the battery just, all of a sudden you record just a little while and all of a sudden, boop, it's dead. You unplug it, plug it back in, it says it's okay. You know, like, it's very frustrating. And you can't charge, the aerial kickers, you can't charge with the battery in, with it running, right? So if I plug a cord in there and plug it into external, it will charge only if I'm not recording. It'd be nice if it would at least keep it the same, not allow it to discharge. We got a 22 knot headwind, that's what's taking us so long.
Yeah.
Ozzy didn't step us down to 3, but this might be for departures.
November 4 Tango X-ray, descend and maintain 7,000.
Alright, let's listen to the ages again.
Piedmont 8821, descend and maintain 8,000.
Pressure
Got an 8,000, Piedmont
05004. ILS runway 5 right, 5 left approach in use. Notice to air missions. Runway 5 right approach light system out of service. Runway 5 right precision approach path indicator out of service.
You got no
Conventional
pappy.
aircraft.
I don't look at the pappy anyways, I need.
November 4 Tango X-ray, turn left heading of 310 vectors for the ILS on our first course.
Runway hold short instructions. Contact ground on 121.9 refer clear and send taxi instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet.
That's the same.
Brickyard 3624, descend and maintain 6,000.
Send to 6,000, Brickyard 3624.
We still haven't identified yet, right? It'll put the letters up there. But you got to get it because it can only see so far, right?
November 3 Delta Delta, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 3 Delta Delta. Right a minute.
November 9 Golf X-ray, contact Washington Center 124.05.
It's one click. The big knob.
Number 9 Golf X-ray,
and then you have to hit vertical speed down to what you want. So 500 foot a minute or something. And ease your power back like 20 inches. 20 inches will keep our speed the same on a descent. Approximately.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is with the heater, we have to have the blower on the ground for sure, right? The blower actually doesn't work in flight because it's got fresh air going through.
Yeah.
If you forget to turn it on, it will overheat. But the other thing is, we can just remember to turn the heater off before we land, and then I don't have to worry about it. It gives it time to blow out all that hot air, and it cools off.
November 4 Tango X-ray, descend and maintain
+4, so we're still pretty nippy. Remember to turn off the pitot heat and fuel vent heat.
Yes, sir.
Somewhere on taxi in or maybe here in a little
On the
bit.
ground.
Yeah, or somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like to leave it on the ground too long because it'll burn the chrome off. It'll get too hot.
Yeah.
We know this is a Garminism. That CF stands for course fix.
Okay.
Right? So they're almost always going to aim you at that when you're on that 140 heading. We're going to be pointed at. And then somewhere out here, he'll say turn left to 080, whatever. Maintain 3,000 total established, cleared out of the approach. So if you think you're flying too far, if you see that, you know you've got a little ways to go.
35.
Right, 2,
There's 2 to go.
8821.
November 4 Tango X-ray, descend and maintain 3,000.
Since we're fighting a headwind, we don't have to slow down real early, right? So once you level, you can bump it back up to like 22, 23, whatever you had it. Then you probably won't have to trim too much, right? Bump your power back up. We're sinking a little. He's very precise, right? You got
T-Mon 5924, Greensboro approach, welcome. Greensboro, altimeter 2969 on runway 5 right.
just a little bit more.
The last base report I got was at 2,100 feet about 20 minutes ago.
Saying 2,100. I don't think that somebody.
That's what the last arrival said.
That ain't right.
Yeah. On right over Smith Realms.
1,100.
We got identified.
All right, so we've tuned and identified. That's Garmin actually listens to the Morse code, and that's how it kind of went away as he's listening to it.
Yeah.
Morning Greensboro approach, 625 Tango Alpha, join 6,000.
November 3 Delta Delta, turn left heading 210.
210, 3 Delta.
November 5 Tango Alpha.
See it in the little box?
5 Tango Alpha, Greensboro approach.
You went past it. You went past it. 210.
6,900, thanks.
Brickyard 3624, descend and maintain.
Well, let's pull that power back to like 21.
4,000, Brickyard,
20 inches, somewhere around 20 inches.
November 3 Delta Delta, traffic off your left side, southwest on an Embraer, going to be descending to 4,000.
All right, we'll be looking. We're currently IMC.
Brickyard 3624, traffic off your right side, about a mile southwest bound,
He's going over
south.
We're looking, Brickyard 3624.
He might be going ahead of us, though.
Piedmont 8821, descend and maintain 7,000.
7,000 people on 8821.
Stay on your V-bars, keep on your altitude and heading there.
Vector sequence.
Scared of that traffic. He's like, I'm going to dip down a little low, help him out. I think he's going to be ahead of us. He's stopping at 4, but I bet you he's ahead of us. Need to give him a better pilot.
November 4 Tango X-ray, turn right heading
100.
Piedmont 8821, descend and maintain 6,000.
Got a 6,000 people on 8821.
Brickyard 3624, turn left heading 140.
140 heading Brickyard 3624.
Tim, so he's ahead of us.
Piedmont 5924, descend and maintain 7,000. November 4 Tango X-ray, you're 5 miles from front approach, fix flight to 020 heading, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, clear to ILS, runway 5 right approach.
Get that inbound turn, we'll definitely pull that power back and start shooting for that 152.
5,000 people on 8821.
Actually, let's start doing it now a little bit, but little by little, like 19 now, a little bit.
Piedmont 8821, traffic
We'll
is
gradually
10
sneak up
o'clock
on.
in 3 miles on the base, turn to Embraer at 4,000.
Searching for traffic. We're right at the cloud level.
There he is, I'm synthetic.
Brickyard 3624, when able, maintain 190 knots or less for spacing.
190 or less, Brickyard 3624.
Aiming at each other there. I guess they're all going to the right side. Since we're at 3, and we need 3 for our miss, as soon as you leave it, it's going to turn yellow, so I'll have to do a little up and back down. I'll show you. It'll turn yellow.
November 4 Tango X-ray, contact 119.1, good day. Brickyard 3624, turn left heading 080, join the localizer inbound.
080 to join the localizer inbound, Brickyard 3624.
Piedmont 8821, turn left heading 140.
Left 140, 8821.
Alright, he's spacing us out a little bit for traffic, because normally we'd be going in like a beam that course fix.
Yeah. And I get lower for Brickyard 3624.
Brickyard 3624.
He's going ahead of us.
4 miles from front approach, fix flight 080 heading, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, clear to ILS, runway 5 left approach.
Alright, 3,000 till established, cleared ILS, 5 left, Brickyard 3624.
Piedmont 5924, descend and maintain 6,000. Piedmont 8821, descend and maintain 4,000.
Got a 4,000, Piedmont 8821.
Just let him go first.
Piedmont 5924, turn right heading 360.
The guy goes down, and that's who he was talking to. He ain't gone down yet. Hey, let's slow down a little more, maybe 18 inches. Of course, you'll have to retrim, right?
Brickyard 3624, reduce final approach speed and contact tower 119.1, good day.
Slowing the final approach speed and 119.1, Brickyard 3624, we'll see you.
Wish you
Piedmont
was there. You don't
8821,
make me see
080, join the localizer.
Look away, you
080, join the localizer, Piedmont 8821.
I like our speed. It starts to get slow, though, you'll have to bump it up. You know, it's,
Piedmont 5924,
but we're good.
maintain 5,000.
I think we're in the ballpark, right? We're very close. It makes it easier later if you're already there, right? They're trying to time it all.
A bit of ground here and there.
Maybe we'll see if 2100. I don't know. I still doubt it.
Yeah.
November 3 Delta Delta, turn left heading 180.
180. Big Delta. As soon as you turn it, you can look at the S, and then you look at the box to get it fine-tuned. 180.
Approach fixed, cleared ILS, runway 5 left approach.
Yes, sir.
Cleared ILS,
Kind of look at the
approach, Piedmont
range, and then kind of look at the box to fine-tune it.
Just verify runway 5 left approach.
It's just kind of a trick, because everybody in the beginning just scrolls, and they're like, oh, and then they're like, oh, you went way past. I don't know where you were looking, you know?
Yeah.
He's gradually getting it. Eventually he's going to give us that 140. Or actually he needs to give us a 080. Nice thing is George doesn't go crazy. No matter how late he gives us, if he flies us through it, that's fine.
November 3 Delta Delta, turn left heading 080, join the localizer inbound.
080 to join the localizer, 3 Delta Delta. Look at the outer part first, like around 80, and then look in the box, right? And then he said, join the localizer, so I hit nav, that on the localizer. And it's actually already captured. Right? See how it turned green?
Yes.
So it's already captured. You'll just follow the V-bars. Because he's going to continue on. He's not going to stop at 80. He's going to have you keep going. Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Because it was already captured. It worked out fine. It was a late turn on his part, but it worked out.
24, descend and maintain 4,000.
Only because of the wind.
It's 7 o'clock.
We can anticipate that it's going to want you to go left.
Baron at 3, I'll lower for you in just a second once you're outrunning them.
Oh, outrunning us. Come on, man.
Baron 3 Delta Delta, traffic is 12 o'clock and about 3 miles. We'll be descending to 4,000. Once they get a little bit further in front of you, they'll be descending for the approach.
All right, we'll be looking at where IMC currently, and we'll start slowing too to help.
November 3 Delta Delta, roger. I appreciate your help.
So thank you. That's weather 17, yeah. He's getting this guy ahead of us in. So he's high. He's behind the 8-ball too, because he got him high and fast to get ahead of us.
Yeah.
He's doing them a favor, but what if it's the new FO flying? And he's like, oh, great, you're screwing us up. We're going to have to do this. Because you have to be stable at 1,000 feet, right? Fully configured, stable, as far as the airlines go, right?
Yeah.
We're on the localizer. Wide path is armed. And we've identified.
Piedmont 5924, the traffic's no
It's coming in and out because the glide path isn't as strong as the localizer.
Right?
We're pretty far out, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't worry me when it goes in and out because we're far away. And now I'm just going to bug you. Center your heading bug.
Piedmont 5924, contact tower 19-1.
I'll turn off the heater so we don't forget. It'll blow out the residual air. We probably won't be cold by the time we get there, right? It's one less thing to remember. Our temperature's good. We're +6 to turn off my pitot heat and my fuel vent heat.
Alright, pitot heat off, fuel vent off.
Yep. We don't have to worry about that. We haven't been cleared for the approach yet. Usually somewhere, I don't know, 8 miles from Pagan or so, usually? I don't know. 6 miles?
We're 6.5.
Yeah, so I don't know.
From the final approach,
Yeah.
Baron 3 Delta Delta 5 miles from Pagan, cleared ILS runway 5 right approach.
Cleared ILS 5 right, 3 Delta Delta. So you hit the approach button. That armed it. So we're good. You always want to confirm, because if you double tapped it or something, it could have turned it on and back off.
Yes, sir.
Once again, our normal flow, as soon as it starts blinking, gear down, lights on, because the lights are right beside it, right? You follow me? So I go gear down, lights on, 1 notch of flaps.
Lights.
But I confirm my speed too, make sure we're below the triangle.
Yes, sir.
We're looking good. As long as you don't nose over anything, we won't get fat. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's where keeping it nice and trim helps. It's cold already. I shouldn't turn the heat off so fast. But that's all right. I'll tough it out. You might be a freight hauler. You may need to get used to that.
Baron 3 Delta Delta, contact Tower 19-1, good day.
Tower 19-1, 3 Delta Delta, good day. And they usually almost always do it right when you're about to get your gear, right? It's a big distraction. Greensboro Tower, Baron 683 Delta Delta, ILS 5 right.
Baron 683 Delta Delta, Greensboro Tower, runway 5 right, clear to land, caution wake turbulence, Embraer 145, 3 mile final.
Okay, clear to land, 5 right, 683 Delta Delta. Another thing we could do, instead of doing my normal flow, is get the lights on now, since that was cleared to land. I'll go mixture rich, and our glide slope is alive, so be ready with the gear.
Sir.
Okay? As closer it gets, I'd put my hand on the gear. It's ready, so as soon as it blinks, gear down, lights come on, 1 notch of flat. Lights are already on. So get ready. As it's getting closer, speed will get, I'll slow you down just a little.
Alright, flashing, going.
Speed checks, yep, so go down,
Alright.
gear down, 1 notch of flat. That's it, right now, that's it. Moving, and indicated. We're just following them down. We're about 15 inches. We get it slowed early, right? We're shooting for 122. I told you if we turn yellow, I'm going to go up and back down just to make it blue for our mist.
Yes, sir. Ground's starting to come in sight.
Alright, so maybe they were right at 21. I didn't believe it. I don't see the runway though.
T-59,
I see the runway now. Boy, it was hard to see.
and taxi straight to the runway. Have traffic joining Juliet going to the terminal.
Alright, Kilo 3 to the terminal P.
Alright, so all we're shooting for is 122 before we get to minimums, right? So I'm going to show you. When we get to minimums, and where speed is good, we're going to go full flaps at 122, right?
Yes, sir.
That's probably good. It will gradually get there. You just have to be patient, right?
Yes, sir.
We got time. And if you turn the prop sync off, mixture's rich. We got 3 green, no red. Lights are approach, or flaps are approach. Standing by for flats, we got about not blue.
Runway in sight.
Nice center line. I ain't noticed that before. Ease your power back just a little bit more so we can get to 122. So we got like, I would like to be at 122 at minimums.
500.
Alright, looking good. We're a little low, so you can pick up the nose suspension, and that'll get rid of that couple knots. Alright, ease your power back just a little bit more. Alright, there's 122. I'm going to get full flats for you, okay? When the speed checks, a little bit slower, a little slower. There we go, 122. Flaps are moving. Hit the red button to get rid of the yellow jump.
Minimums.
Switch me back over. And then trim as needed, right? Does it need a little nose up trim? Scooch me over though. All right, power come to idle. And scooch me over to just a little to the right. Keep us coming down. Keep us coming down. Now start holding us right there. Hold me, hold me, hold me. Hold me right there. Oh yeah. I'll get the flaps up. Cowl flaps open. Start easing on your brakes. Easing on your brakes. We'll go past Kilo 2. A little bit more braking. Start easing on the brakes a little more.
November 3, Delta Delta, stay parking.
We're going to signature. Start easing on your brakes a little more. Harder, 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 so we can get slow for that.
Number 3, Delta Delta, turn left Kilo 3, taxi to signature via Kilo, monitor ground, point niner.
Okay, Kilo 3, Kilo, we'll monitor the ground, 3 Delta Delta. And then bump up our power as we get slow. I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff at the same time. We'll switch to ground. He said, monitor, I'm going to turn off your lights. We retrimmed, props forward, throttles back. And our power's good. We'll just taxi on in. Nobody's coming.
I was low on the rudder pedal, so I was reaching to the rudder rather than the brake.
Yeah, yeah. We'll just cruise around the corner. Very good. You got it down in plenty of time, but the main thing is don't round off too soon, because if we get slow, then it gets real heavy, and we get real slow. You ain't gonna stop the thing. Right? So you got to hurry up, get down to that 1 foot above the ground before you start doing a whole lot of flare. You know?
Yes, sir.
That's what I was trying to. I was watching your speed to make sure we got down before we got slow.
Yes, sir.
And that's practice and feel. You're not going to have that never flying it.
We're off.
Yeah, so we're good. All right, thanks for running along.
Delta 28.
See you on the next one.
Yes, sir.